and kind of welcome you to our team call. I'm really excited that you're on it because just like your PowerPoint presentation says, just do it. Get out of your own way. And I am guilty of that a lot of the times. And I think that you're a lifetime one-star diamond. And you achieved diamond in what, less than a year, I believe, right?
Yeah, about 9 months or so. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And she's just going to give us some insight. Take notes if you can, and ask questions. Karen wants to keep this informal, so we don't have to wait until the very end. Just don't interrupt her if she's in a really cool part of it. All right. Mute yourself. You can mute yourself and then unmute if you want to say something. So there you go. All right. Karen, take it away, girl.
Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah. I mean, basically, I do want to keep it informal for sure. So go ahead and unmute yourself when you want to. And I mean, if you want to interrupt me because you have a question, and sometimes I can ramble, and you'll probably notice that as I'm talking. So literally interrupt me if you have something that you want to ask me. But yeah, Opie asked me to talk on the call just about, I guess, my story a little bit, and then how I became, I guess, successful. And we messaged back and forth quite a few times. So I'm like, oh man, I don't even know what I'm going to tell them. So like when I was really trying to think about it, I mean, I don't have a whole bunch of earth-shattering things, and that's why I kind of put on my PowerPoint, just do it. It's like you have to just work your business, and yes, get out of your own way, get out of your comfort zone, and all that kind of stuff. So I did make a little PowerPoint presentation. I guess that's the first grade teacher coming out in me, but it'll kind of guide me a little bit so I don't ramble off into la la land like I do sometimes.
That's why we're friends. That's why we're friends.
Right. So anyway, some of you know me, but I guess there are a few people on here that I don't know personally or haven't actually met you in person. So I signed up to be a coach in November of 2013. Lindsay Delgado is actually my upline, but Opie and Lindsay were kind of like wanting me to join for probably a year prior to actually signing up. So I kind of consider them both my uplines because they were both part of the whole process. So anyway, I was a former first grade teacher of 10 years, and now I'm currently our director of public education at our fire department. So I am one of those coaches that is trying to balance a full-time 40-hour plus week job, and I want to be full-time Beachbody coach. So there's all those different levels of coaching, discount coach, hobby coach, wanting to do it full-time, and I'm trying to do both. So if you listen to Erin Young's National Wake Up Call, I guess it was not this Monday, but last Monday.
It was a good one.
She talked about power pockets instead of power hour, and that's totally how I have to kind of roll as well. It's like I have to try to find a time whenever it's there. In the morning, at lunch, on my way home from work, I do voice messages like crazy so that I can talk instead of texting while driving. So anyway, that's what I do. Insanity and Pio are also two live formats that I teach, and I don't think you have to be a fitness instructor to be a Beachbody coach by any means, but for me, it did help my business grow. It was something that definitely has helped me broaden my circle. So however you want to broaden your circle by being involved in lots of different circles of people, that was one that I chose to do because the whole fitness side is what a lot of people know me as. Before I was a coach, I was college basketball. I coached high school varsity volleyball and basketball. So like the whole working out thing just kind of naturally is my niche, So to teach fitness classes was not really like a big life-altering thing. Whereas some people, they might think there's no way in heck I'll ever want to get up in front of a class and teach. But for me, it was kind of a natural progression, and it has helped my business grow. And like Opie said, I did advance to Diamond in 9 months, and I kind of jumped all in. So I went in and was kind of like, sorry for my French, balls to the wall. Like I was like, I'm doing this, and that's what I wanted to do. So I guess the next couple of slides that I have are just a little bit of tidbits of kind of what I did to kind of do that, I guess. So, are there any questions at this point right now? No? All right. Well, then I guess I'll just keep going.
Keep on going.
Keep going. So I told a little bit of my story there while I was kind of talking. I had lost weight, doing some of the Beachbody programs, and then taking Opie's Turbo Kid class at the YMCA. And that whole year of them trying to, I guess, get me to be a coach wasn't really, they weren't trying to get me. It was just like a natural thing. I just kept seeing all these happy people at the YMCA, and they all know each other, and they're all smiling all the time. And I'm like, what the heck? What are they doing? And then I kind of found out that they're all Beachbody coaches. And as you know, like, it's just like what's the word I'm looking for? Oh my gosh, like when you're sick and it spreads, infectious, I guess. Like, it just kind of like, when you're around
like
people,
a disease. Not just
like a disease. It's just going contagious. The energy was contagious. That's what I was looking for. And so just over time and spending time with them personally as friends and things, I just finally joined a challenge group. And I was one of those customers that joined a challenge group, bought a challenge back, signed up as a coach all at the same time, and not ever really tried Shakeology. I think I tried it once, and I thought it was terrible, actually. And I just went all in and said, heck with it. I was a little unhappy with my teaching job, and I had seen Lindsay. She was kind of making some income, and so I'm like, all right, this might be it. And so from the very beginning, yes, I know that it has to be all about helping people, but from the very beginning, I had a goal of I wanted to make this be something for myself. So I had like a fire burning already that maybe this could be what I could do to get out of teaching. So that's a little bit of my story, is like that I had some determination that I wanted this to work. And it wasn't just about losing weight for me. I was driven. So I didn't really know what to do. I had never done any kind of multi-level marketing type stuff, and I definitely didn't want to waste money. My husband at the time was very leery of how much it cost for Shakeology every month, and kind of said, well, try it for a couple months, and if you can't really, make up the income for the Shakeology, you got kids in college, maybe it's not something we want to do. So put that along with I want out of teaching. That's where the balls to the wall kind of came in, where I was like, I got to make this work. So my first 4 months, I guess, was I successful. I had those goals. I wanted to earn enough to cover my Shakeology. I wanted to hit Success Club because those were like the prizes that you got. And I'm like, well, if there's prizes I can earn, might as well try. And then I'd heard Opie talk. I'd heard Julie talk, get to Emerald, get to Emerald, get to Emerald. And so I said, okay, I'm going to try to get to Emerald. And so now what the heck what did I have to do to get there? And so like I said, I joined in November. And then in December, I joined the Coach Basics group with Julie Boris. And if any of you know her, she is hardcore. And her Coach Basics group was like, you're going to participate, you're going to do the tasks, and if you don't do the tasks, then I'm kicking you out of the group. And honestly, that's the kind of mentality that I've always been driven by with any of my athletics that I've played in. I need somebody to be like that. And so that's what I did. If the task said, go invite 5 people to your challenge group, I invited 5 people. If it said, go read this, these 10 pages in the Compound Effect, then I read it. If it said, watch this webinar and comment below with your takeaways, then I did it. Hence the whole title of my whole PowerPoint, just do it. The information by whatever Coach Basics group that you're in, it doesn't have to be Julie Boris, it could be Opie's, it could be mine, it could be anybody. If you truly take in the information and you truly do the tasks consistently every day, then that's where the success comes in. I know it's not earth-shattering, but I have coaches and things. I'm like, I'm not really doing well, and people don't want to buy a challenge back, and blah blah blah. And then I ask them. And even Opie asked me today, because it still happens. I don't care. I'm 1-star diamond. It still happens. She's like, well, how many people did you invite today? How many new people have you talked to? And I'm like, wow, probably not as many as I should. And that's where the success comes, is when you do those things consistently every single day. I did put down there, I learned on my own. My team likes to call it GTS. Sorry for my French, but we say Google that shit. So we have this little message group. There's like 5 or 6 of us that are leaders on Team Inspire the Fire, and we talk about everything in that message group. But it's kind of a place where we, ask questions to each other. But then there's some times where we're like, we don't have time. GTS, Google that shit. And honestly, we all want to be successful. We all want to work our businesses, and we all have customers asking us questions and friends that we're trying to message and we're trying to build relationships with and all of that. And so if I completely bombard Opie and Lindsay with questions nonstop all the time, well, then I'm not letting them build their business either.
But I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it. I'm going to interrupt you. I didn't mind it.
Well, right, because that's our job as uplines, is to help your coaches, for sure. But at the same time, you have to want to know the information yourself. So like for me, okay, I'm in Coach Basics group, and I've watched this webinar on, how team cycle bonuses help, once you're Emerald, you get team cycle bonuses. Well, that made my mind start thinking. I'm like, okay, well, so then how do I put coaches on my left and right leg? Well, if I waited, 4 more days until that post came through, I could have learned it 4 more days later, but I want to know right then. So I went and found the video, right then on YouTube or whatever to try to learn and watch it myself. Anyway, a lot of that is you kind of have to have that desire and that motivation outside of what your upline is doing for you to help you to I guess, learn what you want to learn. We're all different. We're all different people. So I'm going to kind of go to my next slide a little bit. And I said, GTS, what do you Google? For me, I needed social media tips. There was webinars, and there's YouTube videos, and there's different articles that you read. And at the very beginning, I tried to do Instagram. I tried to do Twitter. I tried to do Facebook all at the same time, because that's what top coaches do. You go to Melanie Mitro, and you go to all of them. They all have all these social media platforms. I'm like, I don't have time. I don't have time to make all these different posts. And they say, well, don't post the same picture on Instagram that you do on Facebook, that you do on Twitter, because then all your followers are seeing the same thing. So change it up. I did not have time to do all that. So for me, what worked for me, and I guess, it could work differently for somebody else, but I had to find as much as I could learn about the one platform that I was going to truly focus on. And when I thought about all those social media platforms, where were my followers? Where were my friends? It was on Facebook. I didn't have hardly any followers on Twitter. I just had never been a Twitter person, so I didn't really have any. Instagram, I had a few, but Facebook is where my people were. And that's where they still are to this day. So I started learning about Facebook. I watched webinars and YouTube videos and things on how to get more people to see my post, when to post, what type of things to post. And, I know maybe some of you know that kind of stuff, don't post a link in your actual status and stuff like that. But, I had to learn a lot about Facebook in general, and that helped. It wasn't anything about Beachbody. There was nothing about Beachbody coaching in there, but it helped me with my coaching business, if that makes sense. And then I kind of stalked Melanie Mitro's YouTube channel. And I found that I connected with her, and I connected with another top coach named Aaron Goodman. And I followed their Facebook pages, and I liked what they had to say. Now there's some other top coaches, but how they post and what they say and how they talk, that's not really how I talk. And so, or what kind of pictures they post. So like I said, we're all different. We all do things differently. So I literally went into our coach online office, looked at the top 10 coaches' names, and I went to other Facebook pages, and I'm like, what are they doing? And I found a couple that I liked, and then I tried to kind of emulate some of the posts that they did and make them mine. Or I'd see, okay, like Erin Goodman really posted a lot of live video from her fitness classes or from her workouts. Then I can totally do that. That's totally me. Like, I'm the workout person. I'm not the healthy recipe, take pictures of my food type of person like Amanda. She makes amazing meals. It seems like she knows how to cook. I don't. My meals are terrible. I eat the same thing every day. Nobody wants to see that. So
Hey, Karen, real quick. Are we supposed to not see any? There's no slide right now, right?
Oh, no. No, I have the slides sitting right up here.
I can't see a slide. Am I the only one that can't see a slide? Abby, can you see a slide?
No, I don't see a slide.
It's just blank.
Well, what's up with that?
I was like, oh, okay, she's just talking. That's cool.
No, I got slides here and all kinds of stuff. I don't know where it went, but that's fine. I only have one more.
Okay. All right. Well,
So
I'm going to put you on a different, let me see. Well, if you want to just get out of the screen share, that way I can kind of see you, and then I'll just, there we go. Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. Ooh. I don't know what happened, but anyway, so on the slide that I'm on right now, like I just went to Melanie Mitro's website, and she had forms, and she had checklists, and she had meal plans, and she had all that stuff. And you know, I would save the documents, and then I would edit them to be mine and save them on my computer so that I would be able to put them in my challenge groups and use them, you know, with my other coaches. Like her, I reached out to Melanie Mitchell herself after Summit, and I just sent her a message and like, hey, what kind of welcome letter do you send to your coaches like after they sign up? And she responded and sent it to me. You know, it's like, okay. You know, if I never would have asked her, I wouldn't have gotten her welcome letter. So the worst thing that was going to happen was she wasn't going to respond, but she did. And I even did the same thing with Erin Goodman. She actually sent me links to her first 12 videos of her Coach Basics group that she did. And so that's how I started my own Coach Basics group that was a little bit different than the document that you can download from our office, because it's kind of lengthy. Is I watched her 2 or 3 minute video, and then I recorded my own and basically said the exact same thing. And then I watched her day 2 video, and then I recorded my own. So sometimes just reach out to them. If they're busy, they might not respond for like a week and a half, but you know, they're all Beachbody coaches similar to us, and for the most part, we like to help each other. And so they're pretty willing to send you a link here and there or a document. So I would say reach out, ask if you find one that you connect with. And I have big red letters: spend time watching and learning. You have to do the work. It's not just going to magically happen. Like you have to put time in there. And I think, you know, at the beginning, we all want to make the money. We all initially want to sign up, and we want to get those challenge packs sold. And you're probably not on this call if you're just a discount coach. And you're probably not on this call if you're just kind of dabbling. Like, we all are probably here because we want this to be something, whether it's your full-time job or it's a vacation that you're working towards or something. You know, so you kind of have to have that mindset of like, all right, I'm going to spend the time now learning about all of this stuff so that you can reap the rewards later. You know, hopefully all at the same time it's going to happen. But if you never spend the time watching some of those things and understanding how to place a coach, or, you know, what's the difference between a spouse on your weak leg and on your right leg and on your strong leg and all that, you have to understand some of those things in order for you to make it work. So I know it's not earth-shattering knowledge there, but you kind of have to spend time doing it. And then now my slideshow won't go to the next slide. I got one more. That's all I got. Hold on.
See, you got your wish. You didn't have to worry about the slides. You could just see everybody's faces.
Yeah. Now my last one, basically it talks about personal development. And honestly, if I could go back in time, even though I was successful and I hit diamond in those 9 months. First of all, can you guys see me okay? Because I don't have any lights on right now. Okay. If I could go back, and I don't know if it would truly help my business grow much faster, but I think personally I would have grown into the person I am today a little bit faster. I put in here personal development, the golden nugget of the business. Because I truly believe now that in order for people to kind of relate to you and want to join you and want to join your team and be following who you are, you have to have like a purpose. You have to have something that you're driven toward. And initially it was like, join my group, and people followed me because I was the workout girl, but to grow my business further than that consistently and hit Success Club every single month and get new people in every single month, it couldn't just be the workout, because honestly, like, I didn't really love the 21-day fix. I didn't really love, I did hammer and chisel, but I didn't love it. And so if those are on special in a certain month, how do you keep getting people in when those are the only things that are on special? They have to follow you and relate to you in some other way. So my little bullet points here were coaches change lives from the inside out. And I just think through time, through the 1.5, 2 years that I've been a coach, challenge groups, yeah, they help you lose weight, and but I feel like I've gained friends for life. You have people that can finally put their wedding ring back on because they haven't been able to wear it for years. And so when you get those kind of messages, I think that's life changing. And so it's not just about helping people lose weight. It's you're changing their life. And so if you want to help them be a better person, you need to become a better person. And Ginny Swisher, she said something at the last, and I don't know if it was last Super Saturday or the Super Saturday before that. She talked all about personal development. And she said when she has her new coaches and they always say, well, I don't know what else to post. I post about my shake, I post about, my workout, and, I'm trying to be inspiring, and I put those little images up, but I don't know what to post. She said her default answer is, well, you're not reading enough. And it's so true, because when you're reading something or listening to a podcast or doing some kind of personal development, your brain has something to say. You're going to respond to it in some way. It's going to touch you and, inspire you, or it's going to make you want to share some kind of different story about yourself. It's going to open up things that you didn't think about when you're not personally growing. And so I find myself that when I'm reading more, my posts are different. I have more things to say that make me more real, make me more relatable, that it's not just, here's my shake selfie, here's my 10-second workout video. People actually can relate to the different things that I'm talking about because I'm sharing little nuggets of my life. And so, I went through a divorce and all that kind of stuff, and I was nervous about putting a lot of stuff out there, but I truly feel like putting some of that stuff out there has gained me more people that have related to my life, that I'm not this perfect person that only eats veggies and works out every day of her life for hours. That's what I think people thought initially. I'm no, it's not true, and you have to just get real with people. So I just said, if you want your life to change, your choices must change. And I don't really watch TV. It's rare. I have Hulu, and it might be 2:00 in the morning when I finally get to watch Nashville, which is my favorite, by the way, and Grey's Anatomy. I'm not giving that up. But I don't watch it when it's on TV. I got rid of all those games. I took Pinterest off my phone, even though I love Pinterest. But those were things that were time suckers for me. And so, I wasn't having time to read. I wasn't having time to do some of these other things that I needed to do to kind of grow my business and follow up with people. And so I had to kind of change some of that in order for my life to change. So I know that's not like earth-shattering stuff. I don't know if anybody really wrote down a thing.
Kind of stuff.
But I guess what I want to say is that, like, it still happens to be hard, even if, you know, I don't know if you look at me as successful or not. It's still the same. It's the same as it was when I signed up in November of 2013. You know, it's like you gotta be consistent. You gotta ride the roller coaster. And today and last night I'm on the down a little bit. You know, summer is hard. There's people that are taking vacations and they're working out outside, and you know, they just spent a bunch of money on a vacation, so they're not wanting to join a group. And like, the summer months are really hard for everybody. So, you know, truly, you have to, if this is something that you're passionate about, that you truly enjoy doing, and you enjoy it for yourself first. Why are you doing it? Probably because you want to stay on track. You need to help to be healthy and active yourself. You like the friends that you've probably gained in challenge groups. It's a community that we're part of. So keep that in the forefront. Like, it's for you. And then you also are going to help others all at the same time. And I just think when you're on the down part of the roller coaster, really truly remember how coaching is helping yourself and why you signed up first, you know, because Shakeology changed your life, or that program changed your life, or, you know, you've inspired your kids to start working out with you. All that kind of stuff is, I think, the most important, and it helps you stay on the ride, because if you continue to be consistent, you continue to post, you continue to invite, you continue to read and personally grow, the hill will come back up. It will. It might not be as soon as you want it to, but it will. So anyway, I'm going to stop rambling and let anybody else chat now.
That was awesome, girl. That was awesome. That was really, really good. Any questions?
Oh, I just wanted to say that we just had like a True North call, and I was talking to my team about like what it takes to be successful, and you pretty much just said, like, you're living proof, I guess, of what I learned in like Dallas, and every like top coach is that, you know, and it's like you said, you're not like saying any, you know, groundbreaking knowledge or anything, but it really helps to hear it from somebody who's actually done it and who's actually doing it. And I just wanted to say thanks also for that. And that's super freaking cool that, you know, it's so simple, but it really is huge for your business. And yeah, no, that's super cool.
Well, I love watching your bus posts and your pictures and stuff like that, you know? So it's like, I mean, I just think like Beachbody coaching is just so cool. I mean, everybody's lives are so different, and, you know, I can't imagine like not being a coach. You know what I mean? I guess that's the thing. You know, it's not just about Shakeology. It's not just about, you know, your workouts. I mean, just think about all the different friends that I've met just because of Beachbody, and all the different experiences that we've had. And like, I can't imagine like not being on a call or not going to Summit. And, you know, I just feel like if you can get people to join your team that understand the community that like we really are. Some people might call you a cult, I don't know. But not really, like the Fit family. Like, I truly feel like, you know, Team Conquer It, and then even Team Inspired Fire, and like your own teams, like you're like a family, truly. And I can't imagine not being part of it. And that's at least what keeps me going when, you know, like right now, I'm like, I just want 2 more Success Club points. I want to see Billy Idol. You know, like, why is that everybody saying no? You know, like all those things. I'm messaging everybody I know, and everybody's like, no. But you know, things like this that help keep you going. And like, we're going to go to Summit, and I'm probably going to be like, for 4 days straight. So I can't wait, because I need it. Like,
it's so much fun.
I think we all need it. This summer, like these summer months have been hard, at least for my team. A lot of my team is struggling to join calls, you know, want to run challenge groups, wanting to be active themselves. Me personally, like I think all of us are just kind of like in a hump. And I think Summit can't get here soon enough to kind of really fuel everybody's fire, I think.
But I think we're all on an upswing now. I think we've all kind of ridden that wave downwards, and now everything's kind of coming up. And I love the fact that we all admit to it, and we all stayed on the roller coaster. You know, we didn't hop off or get ejected. You know, we're still here, and I think that's part of the secret sauce. Not only consistency and not all the great stuff that you were talking about, Karen, but I think just the fact that you believe in the business and you hang on, and you know that just turning that corner, things are going to be a lot different. You know, it's the not giving up attitude that makes a huge difference. And I don't know if you guys know, but Karen, you know, was dealing with a lot of negative stuff for a while, but she still was able to maintain a very, very successful business. And she hung in there, and she could have quit the business. That would have killed me, because I mean, it wouldn't have affected my business. Well, it would have, but because I just know that this thing is just perfect for her. But she didn't give up.
Honestly, you know, you could take that both ways. You know, it was like I could have looked at the Beachbody coaching business and thought, this is just one more thing I can't handle right now. You know, I can't handle doing Success Club 5 every month, but I want a freaking legend, which I got, you know, but I could have just let it go, because I was really in a deep, dark place. But at the same time, I have said multiple times over this whole time that I swear my fit family is who got me through it. You know, I don't, like my little boom group I was talking about, Sarah, you know, she's smiling right now. You know, there's like 5 or 6 of us leaders on Team Inspire the Fire. We just have a group message. It's not a whole team page, it's a little group message. And I swear that group, I don't know what I'd do if I wouldn't have been able to chat with them and talk with them and vent with them and drink wine and all the different things that we did. That's why I don't think I'll ever not be part of this, because, you know, all of us got me through that. You know, going to church, put my fit family and then my regular family, and, you know, all 3 of those combined have got me to who I am now. And yes, like Opie said, you're on the upswing now, and I really do. I do feel it. But I'm ready. I'm wanting it to be faster than it is. But yeah, so I just can't imagine not being part of this. It's a bigger, and I guess that's why I'm still on the ride, is I just feel like Beachbody coaching is bigger than just having a little title as coach. Like, it's my life. That makes sense.
It completes me. It completes me. Just my friends, my circle of friends. It gives me the warm fuzzies that I need. I couldn't imagine my life without the people I've met in this business. You know,
Right.
Honestly.
Yeah.
So,
So.
anybody else? Questions? Abby, Amy, Sarah, Erica, any commentary? Anything you want to say? Oh, what book are you reading right now?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm reading the You Are a Badass, but I don't know who gave me that.
Oh, I don't know. She must have been a badass. No.
You know what, though? It was so funny. I'm telling you, that personal development thing, it like comes in and just bites you right when you need it. Because last night I was complaining, and I had this whole like, oh, poor me, pity me. Like, I don't know why my business hasn't grown. I'm trying to do all these things. I have this team call tomorrow, and they're all going to be listening to me. I don't know what to do. You know, so I was having my little pity party last night. And so I've been reading before I go to bed. And sure enough, like I'm reading, and it's like, do not compare yourself to others. And, you know, make sure that you throw out all the negativity and rise up to be the badass that you're supposed to be. And, you know, like every single thing that I had just been kind of complaining about was like being told to me to just shut up and figure it out. You know, I was just like, okay, this personal development stuff is right what I needed at this very moment. So anyway, I just think that's what I've been reading. And I was reading Rising Strong, which has been good. It's not really just about divorce. It's really not about divorce, but it's about going through a failure and rising strong back up through that. And I'm kind of in the middle of both. And they both speak to me very, very, at least that's where I'm at personally. You know, like I need help growing and feeling like a badass, and then also rising strong from what has happened over the past 2 years, basically. So that's what I'm doing. So what else? What else is everybody else reading? What's next on my list?
There was another book. I forgot what it was. What are you reading, Adam?
I'm currently, I'm doing this awesome thing where I listen to books because I don't like to read, but I'm reading, it's Leaders Eat Last by Simon Sinek. You know, I mean, he talks about a lot of what he's talking about in this book at Summit last year, but it's super awesome. I mean, it's not even related to network marketing or anything like that. It's just how to be an awesome person, you know, a good leader and stuff like that. I definitely, so far, I've only listened to like an hour and a half, but definitely recommend it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, well, I mean, I agree with just, it doesn't always have to be about network marketing. You know, I mean, I just truly think that when you're reading and you're feeling your brain, sort of like what I was saying before, is like it helps you formulate different posts and different things. You start talking to people differently, even when you're having just regular personal conversations at the dinner table and things. I think you just become more relatable, more open-minded, more, you can reach out to different people because you've exposed yourself to different thoughts. So I think it's good.
It does. Oh, 1 second. It makes a huge difference. I notice a difference in like you said, Karen, like in my posts and just content and just the way I look at some of the challenges that you go through in the business. If I haven't been consistent with my personal development, I know that I need to go back to that. You know, I just know that's what I go back.
The past month, I've done more as far as personal development than I have my entire business, and I feel just mentally so much better about everything in life than I have. And that's something that everybody will tell you, every coach will tell you that's successful or whatever, but like you don't really get it until you start doing it, and then you're like, why did I wait so long to do this? Like it really makes a huge difference.
Yes, totally agree with that. That's why I'm like, yes, I had success initially, but oh my goodness, I mean, just in my whole life in general, I feel like a better person now that I've put a focus on personal development, for sure.
Yeah, I'm noticing that that's a trend for a lot of us. I think we're not the only teams that are going through just a little rough patch or a little downswing. I'm seeing it with some other teams, and the funny thing about it is that we don't go back to drinking more Shakeology, and we don't go back to working out harder. We go to doing our personal development. We go in and we dive into that a little bit more, because that, I think, is the true foundation of a confident leader, of a confident coach, of somebody who can adjust their sails when the going gets tough, and I think that personal development is so often overlooked. It's just an easy part of the vital behaviors to overlook, and unfortunately, I think it's one of the most important ones besides inviting. It shouldn't be overlooked. So.
Yeah, I mean, because it's easy to think about, I need to invite people to a challenge group. I need to invite people to come to my class. I need to invite them to different things, or I need to be proof of the product and drink my shake and work out. But how can reading a book help me make money? People don't think like that, but it's so true.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like what I used to think of like resting, as far as, like trying to make progress with like working out and things like that. I don't have time to rest. I don't have time to, feel better or whatever. I have to keep working. But then you realize like, well, shoot, like resting is just work, like sitting back and like dealing with your mental, like issues or whatever is almost, if not more important than it is to just like work. Like you have to chill out, you have to read, you have to develop yourself before you can move on. So it's a big deal.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. Can you guys just kind of chime in? Amy, Abby, and Sarah, what personal development you have before we sign off on this call?
I just grabbed one out my drawer on the way up here, and it's Brian Tracy's, and I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's something about focus and basically how to focus on one thing at a time to be more effective. So I'm excited about starting that one.
Good.
I'm in the middle of 2. I'm reading Grit by Angela Duckworth, which is all about just like the perseverance and not giving up. And she actually does a lot of talking about like the Navy SEALs and the grit scale and what we need to do. Ties into my personal job as well as my coaching. And then I'm also just finished Punch Fear in the Face. So
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I've read that one. That one might have to be next.
Oh yeah, with John Acuff. Do you guys follow him on Facebook and on Twitter? Well, not on Twitter, but on Facebook. Sometimes he'll do live videos, live streams. John Acuff is definitely somebody you need to follow. He's good. Jon, and then his last name is Acuff.
Yep.
Okay, check that out.
Yeah. Can't hear you. Oh,
There you go.
good one. Good one. Well, Karen, anybody else have any questions, have anything to say? I want to say thank you so much, Karen. We needed this. I don't know why I haven't invited you on a call sooner. What the heck?
Because I probably just ramble and say nothing.
No, you said a lot. You know, it's sometimes it may be the same content, but when it comes from a different voice and a different, background, it helps. It'll touch someone differently, than if I were to say that or if Adam were to say that on the team. It's just great to hear it from a different voice. It really is.
Can I ask a favor? If you guys, whatever you're reading is personal development or listening to or whatever, because we usually take a screenshot and post about it. Can you, in the comments, say whatever you're doing? I'm trying to build more of a list of PD stuff on the Concurrent website and stuff like that. So I would like, just whatever you guys are doing now, or if you guys have any recommendations, can we do that? Side note.
Where?
You can actually, I have quite a bit of different ideas on our Team Inspired Fire website too. Cool. So I'll just in a comment or even just in a message, I'll just send you a link to our website, and then you can just look at all the different ones.
Cool.
Well.
Perfect.
About on there too, which I stole from another website too. So I can't take all the credit for the images, but a lot of them are what some of my team has been reading or what other people have mentioned.
Cool. All right. Perfect.
It's not stealing, Karen. It's sharing.
Right. But her images were way cuter, so I was like, I'm taking that picture. They look good. So.
All right. Well, Karen, thank you so much, girlie. Hey, and listen, guys, I don't know. You probably got it already, Karen. But the challenge packs for July, surprise, 21-day fix. And also 22-minute hardcore performance pack will be on sale for $140, just so you know. I'm letting you guys know this ahead of time. Time to get on this call.
But apparently that's supposed to go live by tomorrow. Is what it said. So it said it's supposed to go live by tomorrow, so there's an overlap day where you can try to finish June strong with the 22-minute hardcore as well.
Yeah. So just know that, and one more day, you guys can still hit Success Club. Just focus on the behavior, focus on the actions, and you'll get there. All right. Who wants to take a picture?
Go for it.
Who?
Oh, there's Lindsay. Now she's in there.
I've been here the whole time.
I know. I could see your arm.
All right.
I'm just taking it.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Okay. Perfect.
Yay!
On the Concurrent, and then we can chat about it.
Yay. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much, Karen.
You're welcome.
Bye, guys. I'll see you tomorrow, Karen.
Okay, yeah. Come to Pio.
I will. Bye.
Bye.
I can see it.